forgot what I was gonna say. I blacked out. It was late. Hello everybody, it's Alan and Josh here. Today we're going to be bringing you a review of the live-action FullMetal Alchemist movie.
Just released today on Netflix.
Yes, on Netflix. It is a full-fledged live-action adaptation. The story follows around two brothers, Al and Edward. When their mother passes away, they try to resurrect her through the power of alchemy. The story follows them as they are trying to hunt down the Philosopher Stone, which is a stone that can enhance your power of alchemy so that they can get his brother Al's body back and his arm and leg back.
Yeah. I went into this movie not thinking it was going to be good. I was ready to be disappointed, like other movies, Attack on Titan. But I was actually surprised. I was really surprised.
I was pleasantly surprised by this too, because you know when you hear live action adaptation, you go like, I don't know about that, but you know, I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like the way Alphonse looked. They did really good with him.
The really look on everything, that is top notch. The costumes, the cinematography, the way they use their alchemy is spot on to the anime.
Yeah,
they did a great job with that.
They did. Certain characters look like the actual character.
Even the casting,
like Hughes.
The exception of
Hughes is.
Yeah, the exception of maybe Edward.
Yeah,
I thought he was a little too old, but that's just me. I always thought he was more of a teenager, and this guy was like in his 30s.
Well, yeah, like we said before, in the anime he is a teenager, and you call this guy's real life age out just by looking at him, but whatever.
That's a minor gripe.
Yeah.
That's very minor.
I mean, there's a few things in it that are like, all right, whatever. Like, they're trying to be, their reactions are real anime-ish.
Yes.
Trying to be, and they can't do that live action. It doesn't work.
Yeah, that's a problem, is when they're doing over-the-top, like, anime gestures, but when a live action person does that, it looks a little crazy.
Winry was the biggest problem.
She was a big offender of it, where her character, she was, like, so over the top, where you're like, you can tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, it was bad. Her emotions, like the smile or whatever she tries to do in the anime,
or then they freeze on it.
Replicate it, and it wasn't good. It wasn't. It was just mainly her though. Yeah,
I'll give him even like the comedy in the beginning. There was only a little bit of it.
Yeah,
they tried to do that like silly cartoony FullMetal Alchemist comedy.
Yeah,
but it kind of doesn't translate that well. But they kind of get rid of that.
And I'm glad they did.
Yeah, they get rid of that fairly early in the movie.
They do introduce 3 sins: envy, lust, and gluttony, and they're spot on to the anime.
They were wonderful.
Like, everything.
Every time they were on screen, it was spot on. Awesome. I think if you're a real fan of FullMetal Alchemist, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
If you're not, I mean, there are some slowdown points because there is a lot of drama between the brothers, which I also kind of feel like Alphonse gets a little sidelined through most of this.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with his arc in the anime, because this does follow the anime almost to the T.
Yeah, wording and all.
Yeah, wording beat for beat. They make a little slight changes, but not much. So he kind of gets sidelined, and you're like, oh, where did he go for like a large chunk of the movie?
If you know the anime, then you know that everything from the beginning up to the fight with Lust, you know what's there, and you will see it in the anime. I mean, they do cut some parts short, but that's because they have to fit it in the 2-hour frame that they give the movie. But it doesn't make a big difference because it doesn't hurt the movie.
No, I think the setup for it, you have to kind of take your time with it because it's a lot to digest. I mean, you're talking about shoving 60 episodes into I don't know how many movies they plan on making, or if they're going to make more.
They might just make it into like maybe 3 movies.
I think you might even need 4.
Think so?
I think you need 4 movies.
It depends on what they're gonna cut out and what they're gonna keep.
Yeah, I mean, Kenshin, they were able to condense it to 3, but this is a lot. Yeah. And the Kenshin was only 1 arc. It took them 3 episodes. This is,
yeah, you're right.
A whole series they've only gotten not even 10% of. I think sticking with Brotherhood is personally better because that's a more cinematic series anyway. So, I mean, if they go down the line, I'm very interested to see where this goes and how far and close they can actually get it.
So I'm hoping they continue it, and I hope they don't take too long to bring out the next set of it.
Yeah,
I hope they just like really release it within like the next 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, as far as anime adaptations, this is, I would say it's probably underneath Kenshin.
There's certain things in this one they cut out, but it's not important, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it did shock me for certain scenes, like the whole scene where they show when they first try to bring their mom back. And that demon thing in the middle of the circle is pretty creepy in this one.
Yeah. Well, the visuals were spot on. Even when they go to the world with the door, and you see the character of the god character. I mean, everything is spot on with the anime. I know people were complaining about this movie a little bit.
I don't know why.
But I don't know. I thought it was pretty spot on adaptation. I mean, some characters were missing, but I would definitely check it out. If you're a fan of FullMetal Alchemist, check it out. Absolutely.
Yes.
I give it about a B plus, a high B.
Really?
Almost an A. Almost an A, only because the middle part dragged a little bit for me. The drama between them was getting a little too thick. It was missing. It could like if it had like one more like action beat, it would have been an A for me.
I think I'd give it a B. I'd give it a high B, but only because Alphonse didn't do a lot.
Yeah, they sidelined him for a lot of it.
This was Ed's movie. They just took Alphonse out a lot. Like there's some scenes you won't even see Alphonse in.
Yeah, I mean he's completely gone for like the entire middle of it.
Yeah, you see him laying down a lot.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Even though he can't sleep, but hey, he's sleeping
whatever.
in this movie. He's taking naps. He did a lot more in the anime. He fights more in the anime. They cut him out a lot in this movie.
Yeah, this one is not really an action-driven movie.
Yeah,
it's full. I mean, the beginning is action, the end, of course, but this is much more of a drama. Especially in the middle hour.
Yes.
It can drag a little bit. Well, if you're a fan of it, like I was just more curious to see how close they were getting to the source material. So I was looking for specific points, and when I saw them, I'm like, oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. And there's a specific point where I put a big smile on my face when you see the Chimera in live action. I won't spoil what happens if you haven't seen it, but if you see the anime, it's probably one of the best points in the beginning of the anime.
If you've seen the anime, that alone will not disappoint you at all.
No, they did it spot on, and I was surprised how well they actually executed that.
I've never seen you so excited to see a scene.
I know, I was like, oh, look at there it is. That's our review on the FullMetal Alchemist, the live action adaptation. Tell us what you think about it, and if you want to see it, and let us know, and we'll see you next time.